Alright, hey everybody, this is the last installment of the Kegerator build. Everything is up and running and it's been well tested. Last couple nights have been pretty crazy. I'll show you how it looks. So this is how everything looks inside. Let me turn the fan off. Alright, now you can probably hear me better. We got the whole setup. We got the faucet with the shank through the collar, beer line, air line, the keg of course, which is a pony keg of Yingling right now, and the pressure stuff. I got it set at a little over 10 pounds for the output pressure, and we got a full tank of CO2. Temperature probe, I've moved it up a little higher so it's not sitting in the bottom, so the freezer actually gets a little colder now. I was having a lot of problem. You can't really tell here, but there's a lot of condensation that I've been getting that goes from ice to water. So I'm trying to find a way to keep all that staying ice or not developing water at all. I was getting a lot of head when I first started pouring, so what I did was I added this fan down here, because when I checked the temperature, it was about just the air temperature, it was about 45 degrees up at the top here where the tap is, and it was probably mid 35 down at the bottom. So the fan will help circulate the cold air, because all this beer in the line that's up at the top was getting warm, and coming out the faucet was getting really foamy. So I added the fan and some baking soda, which doesn't seem to be doing much for the smell. I got a silicone to put around here. I haven't done that yet because I need to actually turn the freezer off because it's too cold. It needs to be like above 40 degrees, and I can't turn the freezer off until I finish the keg. So I got some work to do. I added this glass tray. I took the veggie rack and I turned it into a glass chiller tray, which seems to work pretty well. I go through a lot of glasses now though, but the dishwasher can keep up. So, and we got some solo cups if we run out of glasses anyway. And my kind of ghetto drip tray here is just a solo cup hanging down here. I think one day I might put something really nice across the whole bottom here when I have more than just one tap. So yeah, that's pretty much all I got. Seems to be working pretty good. It's keeping temperature nicely. Turn the fan back on. The fan has helped a lot. And I got a little bottle opener here. I want to get a nice one and screw it onto the face here. That way you can just bring a bottle and pop it off. So I guess there's just one thing left to prove to you that it actually does work. So that's the kind of pour I'm getting right now for the first one, and then the head seems to die down a little bit every one after that. So the temperature is still not 100% correct up at the top, but one other thing I wanted to mention is the reason everything is kind of getting warm is because there's the faucet head out here. Not only is this beer getting warm, but the faucet is outside, so the only heat cold transfer that it gets is through this little bit of metal that's in the cold space. So what we're going to do is build a big heat sink, which is a big piece of metal to connect to the shank here, so there's more surface area inside of the cold box to transfer heat from the faucet head out here into the freezer. So this will stay cold even though it's outside. So that should also help with all the foaming. So there you go. Nothing left to do but to drink. Thanks for watching, guys, and take it easy.